Johnson against George. 5 on the clock. George double-teamed. Here's Snell, and there are the Pacers with another bucket.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Now, here's Scott. 10 points for him. And good, as it just slides right down through the net.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play him.
The Pacers shooting their first free throw tonight. Free throw good, Paul George. Now Dragic fires from deep. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Miami ahead. They lead by 13. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And now let's hear from Ty Lawson talking about the balanced attack of this Denver Nugget team.
We do have a team type of game. You know, everybody is scoring spread out, rebounding, everything spread out. So.
Well, that was the game plan a couple years ago when Denver was good enough to make the playoffs and Ty Lawson was at the controls.
You know, but not enough firepower to be able to sustain with the elite teams, say like the Warriors or the Rockets. Ty Lawson, a solid, dependable player in our league, but this is still a league where you need your superstars to win rings.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And for the Heat here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
Smooth sailing from an offensive standpoint thus far.
No other way to put it, Greg. They've made it really look easy so far.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. They've got Devin Harris. Tony Snell is out there with John Lewis. Then it's Lawson. And it's Cantor in at the center, filling out the middle. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Cavaliers got the job done. He ended with 41 points, and that was just the start of it, notching a triple-double for his effort in what was quite a display from him. What a show it was as he put up some really amazing numbers when it was all said and done. Even we marveled at his performance, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. He played at a level that very few players are capable of playing.
And you know, I'll be interested to see how much he's got left in the tank. I mean, that performance had to take a lot out of him.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes supreme confidence can increase your stamina and endurance. So I'll be interested to see how that affects his play.
Here is Harris, following the basket by Freak. Here's Snell. He's got 7, knocked loose. And here's the fast break. Winslow's leading the way. And he gets it to go. 8 points for Dwayne Wade.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Here's Lure. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. And Harris wide open. He shoots. No good on the 3.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Now, here's Cantor. Justice Winslow missing his last shot.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open. Pedal to the metal right now, really pushing it.
And 3 of their last 5 makes here coming in transition.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Frank Vogel addressing his team. Offensively, he wants them to work the ball around. He stressed the need to find good shots, not quick shots. I'm sure Coach is hoping those changes turn the tide in this game and shrink the deficit before halftime. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thanks.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
And the shot is good. Lures got his second bucket.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Okay, Miami, now coming on the court are your Heat answers.
And let's briefly take a look at the stats for Scott. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. How about 44 points per? With him, you get so much, but his ability to lead the way with his scoring, probably his best attribute.
An offensive powerhouse. He can just beat you in so many ways. Got to give it up for him. Much love.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Outside Bosch. He feeds it to Wade. Basket is good. The assist from Bosch. That's 10 points for Dwayne Wade.
Clearly, they've been the hotter team here in the first half.
Well, they've been grit and grind, working for those.
Oh, wow.
It's a beautiful jam. The Rim Rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
That's straight up Showtime stuff right there, baby. Major highlight reel material.
Snell, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range. So I'd have to agree with you, partner.
Here's Cantor, and it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got his third rebound tonight. Outside, Scott. He dishes it to Bosch. Freak sets a screen for Bosch. It's rebounded by Indiana. Cantor's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points. You know, even though he's bite-sized compared to the big men on the floor, he's done some really tall work on the board.
The drive by Scott. No good. And Indiana will come the other way. Last time they met was in Indiana.
And that was an ugly loss for them last time playing these guys. And really, the rebounding differential was the key.
They got worked over on the boards. That's about as plain as I can put it. You can't leave your teammates on an island down there. You need everybody going to the glass.
Bosch with the bucket.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
Lawson kicks to Cantor. Back to Lawson. Shoots the 3. Chris Bosch with the rebound.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
Meeks with it. Out defended by Freak. Cantor, the pass to Snell. Looks for Lawson, gets it to him. 13 feet away. Kept alive.
That's a wall.
Cantor's shot is off. And here's Miami. They're on a 16-6 run. Scott dishes to Whiteside. Now, here's Meeks. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Orlando.
And how about how opportunistic he was defensively? Steal after steal for him in that game just showed the quickness of his hands and anticipation.
And the Heat with some changes. Laverne comes in for Hassan Whiteside. And it's Dragic in for Dwayne Wade. Turner's checked in for the Pacers. Paul George comes in for Tony Snell. Turner, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Turner's got his second bucket of the night.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Top of the key. The rebound by Turner.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with the miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that dish.
It's Dragic with the drive. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Lawson kicks to George. Back to Lawson. Here's the 3. No good. Still playing with the cold hand. Makes him just 1 for 8.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
The feed to Scott. 13 feet away. Good for his 9th make in just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
And here's the fast break. Scott leading the way. It's deflected. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Here's Lawson. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 6 assists in the game.
He's obviously hit a bit of a dry spell here. Only 1 of 5 this quarter.
The drive by Scott. Count that one. Scott's got 8 points here in this quarter.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
And here's Lawson. He's definitely a factor in their offense, averaging 12 points a game. Shot's good by Turner.
And those are 2 teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Let's get the ball inside.
Outside, Scott. Outside, Dragic. Down low, here's Laverne. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And, Greg, to be able to take the bump like that and maintain control, that's not easy to do. I know you're kind of a little fella, but I was a big guy when I played, so I know how difficult that is. That was impressive.
I see.
And some changes here for the Heat. J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Bosch. And it's Johnson in for Winslow. The Pacers also changing it up. Allen comes in for Enes Kanter. Devin Harris subbed in for Ty Lawson. Turner. Another shot. It's hauled in by the Heat.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
4 on the clock.
Inside 2 minutes.
And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
Indiana ball.
1:52 left in the second quarter. Allen outside to the paint. Here's Turner, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Pacers have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
At the line for 2.
The first one falls. Young's checked in for Miami. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Heat lead by 18. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, looking at the stats, it's hard to doubt you have been the #1 factor for your team. Do you feel like you're controlling the paint right now?
I'm trying to. I know we're a lot tougher to play when we can limit second chances and get a lot of one-and-dones on defense. I think we should be able to keep it going next half as well. Yeah.
Your mindset is working. Well done. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of the second half in the third quarter.